you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred. Talking smack, getting you hyped up hard. Calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling, taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling, coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Throwing down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hardway Wrestling. It is Friday. It is pay-per-view weekend.
It's free for all Friday.
Fuck you both for not watching wrestling this week. Seriously.
I watched Raw, forgot about Dynamite.
We were supposed to keep up on these things, boys.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I need. Scotty, what is your excuse? You cut the cable and never got anything else.
Yep, I cut the cable, and then, I don't have.
He's an AEW hater anyway.
That's also true.
Well, I actually think he's a hater because he listens to everybody else, right?
Cornette.
He doesn't. You can't form an opinion about something if you don't watch it.
I've watched enough of it to form an opinion that I don't
When
like.
was the last time you turned on an AEW program?
Last time I think it was.
Hold on, there's a tumbleweed going by.
When Dante Martin broke his name.
That was 3 fucking years ago.
No, that wasn't. There was like 8, 9, maybe about a year ago.
Actually, Dante Martin breaks his leg every year, at least once a year. So that could have been.
He's due for another one. He's due for another one.
Is he due?
Yeah. I mean, and where's his brother? Has his brother been injured, Darius?
Yeah, they're back. They're together.
They spend time on ROH, I think.
Yeah, I think they're doing all right stuff. Yeah.
Catering table, ROH, you know how it is.
Yeah, you need to start partaking a little bit of AEW because some of it's not. They have their ups and downs. They're not always the greatest. This week's show was not bad.
I did watch the clip of Swerve coming out after Prince Nana started dancing, and he showed some ass crack again when he did the spin.
Yeah, I read on Twitter today that he said he made another hole in his belt. So he could make sure his pants fit a little bit better.
I mean, honestly, though, like the only other than seeing Roosh take life by the horns, I don't know what might interest me on AEW right now. So,
well, we don't give two shits about Roosh. He's terrible.
Apparently,
his
Tony
English
Khan doesn't either.
His English is terrible, and it's hard to follow anything he's saying. It really is.
It's like Andrade.
Or Tony Khan when he's coked out of his mind.
What's up, Lacey? Okay. Who's worse? I mean, think Andrade. You can understand, right? Andrade keeps it to 6 words.
Yeah, but there's 6 words I can't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. We sound very insensitive right now, but the language barrier is really a tough thing in AEW for sure.
Well, and again, I wouldn't mind it so much if he brought only one guy up every now and then from Mexico or Japan or whatnot, but he's literally the Forbidden Door has been swinging. It's like the Forbidden Door is hanging on one hinge now that's been opened and closed so much. He brings all these people in, some who can talk, some who can't, and the majority of them who can't. Because not because they can't talk, but because their English is their second language, so they cannot communicate on American television properly. I mean, it's not Okada. It's who's the other guy that uses his cell phone?
Shibata.
Shibata.
Yeah, I love that. I love that angle.
That's hilarious, though.
That's a good angle. And I mean, you can understand Okada because all he says is "bitch."
Yeah,
and that's all I need. That's all I need from wrestling.
What's hysterical? And I mean, again, I'm not trying to stereotype here, but the funniest thing, I used to have a manager I worked with, a Korean American gentleman. You couldn't understand a word this gentleman said except when he cussed. I could hear fuck, damn, shit, hell, all of it plain as day. I couldn't understand anything else he said except for the cuss words.
Okay.
And same thing with Okada. So
every doctor I've seen in the last 5 or 6 years, I don't understand. My primary doctor, I can understand her. She's great. The English is perfect because she's from English. So, but my heart doctor is Asian and he yells. Like, I think he has like 20% hearing. What's up, Owen? I think he has 20% hearing, so he has to yell all the time. He's like, "Oh, you're too high cholesterol.
You eat too much bacon, fat boy."
My other cardiologist, his accent is so deep. He's from India. It's so deep. I can't. I have to take Jessie with me to interpret because she's used to she's used to foreign doctors and stuff, so she has to interpret for me. Otherwise, they could be, giving me all kinds of shit. I just fucking take it. I just shake my head yes.
Yep.
Where do I put this? Where do I pay? Where's my copay going?
Which direction does the enema go?
God, well, I know where that goes, and I do them myself. Right. Well, if you're just joining us, we're not live on our Hardway page on Facebook. Something's going on with Facebook right now. Don't know what it is. I tried to fix it earlier.
It's Cocksuckerberg. That's what it is.
That's what I have no idea.
It's always that scumbag.
No idea what's going on there. Maybe we said something that they didn't like. I don't fucking know. I hate Facebook. They're terrible. But their sister Instagram. We are on live on Instagram right now and YouTube.
We're high on Instagram.
We are high on Instagram. Instagram has been climbing for us. Right? Rob and them have what? 900 people on one platform. Across all of our platforms, we're about 2,000 people. So,
yeah, we just got to get these jabronis over to YouTube.
Yeah, well, I'm sure YouTube is really where it's at, honestly. Not even sure. So, but we're figuring it out, and we just picked up a new follower just as of right now. So, so if you're in the chat right now, man, drop in, say hi. Just drop in, say hi. If you're just coming across this, make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell, hit that thumbs up. We really appreciate it. We're going to our Facebook has over 1K. Oh, well, congratulations. Our Facebook is 60 days old and is at almost 700 people. So what's up?
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big fan of the Facebook anymore. I'm kind of fucking over it, really. So, all right, let's get into it. We little AEW Dynamite from Wednesday night. And then we're going to get into the two pay-per-views. One is going on in about the pre-show starts in like 15, 16, 17 minutes. Then the main card starts at 8 o'clock TNA. So we're going to get into that. Let me find my notes.
By the way, anybody that might be interested in watching TNA, I know that's kind of a hard thing to get people to watch. But
TNA's not bad. And the pay-per-view, if you want to watch a pay-per-view and you don't have a code or a cheater code, it's $10.
Yeah.
It's $10. So at least 7 people are going to buy it.
I also found for anybody that's got a Roku, go to Roku Live TV. And it's going to be a ways down. You're going to have to hunt for it. But there is a TNA channel. And the funniest thing was I was scrolling. I don't know why I just happened to go on Roku Live, but I found this TNA channel and they were playing. This was, I think, like a week or two later, but they were playing the previous pay-per-view that they had just done. It was like I think it was like a week, maybe 2 weeks later. But yeah, they were playing the previous pay-per-view. I was like, oh. I was trying to figure out, I was like, what are they? And then somebody in the commentator had said something about this is such and such pay.
Was that the pay-per-view that they had less than 150 buys?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I guess they wanted more people to see it. So yeah, Rob says TNA needs to be more accessible. I agree. They've actually, I think, Access TV or no, what are they on now? What is the channel they own?
Yeah, it's Access.
Is it Access? I don't think that I have it on mine anymore. I think it's gone. Yeah. I think my cable company honestly got rid of it, so it is what it is.
Or it was like in the early days of Was it TNA or Ring of Honor? One of the Ring of Honor. Like when Cornette was down there booking, he had to, in order to see the program he was booking for, he had to pay an extra $10 a month just to get the freaking channel because they didn't have it on their main plans.
Now you can go to there's a TNA Plus. I think that's also $10 a month. That doesn't get you the pay-per-views though. Which honestly, I think they would do them a service if they just made it $15 and just had everything, right? I don't know why people don't still do that. I really don't. So, but anyway, you can go to TNA Plus and watch all their. I don't think it's live though. I don't think you can watch it live. I think you watch it the next day or maybe in 2 days. Which honestly, 2 days in the wrestling world is fucking too late. It's like we're doing Dynamite right now. It's too late. It really is too late. But we didn't come on yesterday, so. But we're gonna go over it anyway. So. Let's do it. All right, Dynamite. The show opened up with Swerve Strickland and Prince Nana coming out, hitting a promo, hyping the Forbidden Door match against Will Ospreay. He was eventually interrupted by the Elite as the group opened or issued a challenge for Blood and Guts. Asked Swerve to join them for Blood and Guts, and he said, "Not me, turds." So he will not be joining them. As of now, he will not be joining them. The Acclaimed showed up. Christopher Daniels ordered everyone out of the ring, except for Perry, who was with the Elite, who was getting ready to fight the Natural Dustin Rhodes.
I did see clips of this match.
Wasn't bad. It was a typical Dustin Rhodes match where he looks really good for his age. Can still go. Probably will refuse to jump off of a cage like some old guys. But
man, does he eat a turnbuckle and then take a face plant on the concrete?
I tell you what, he bleeds. I don't know who bleeds more, Moxley or Dustin Rhodes. It's a toss-up because every time
close,
he bled immediately. Like he was bleeding immediately into this match.
Moxley bleeds more. Dustin bleeds more when it counts.
Don't know. But it looked like he bled almost immediately when this match. He might have come down to the ring bleeding. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's covered up by
Moxley caught him. So this was a match to determine whether they were going to be in the ladder match for the TNA title or TNT title.
TNT title.
Yeah. So Jack Perry defeats the future winner of the TNT title. Defeats Dustin Rhodes. It was an okay match. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I was about to say Jack Perry's definitely winning the TNT title.
Rhodes. Okay, I didn't even see these notes. The winner of the match earns a spot for TNT ladder match for Forbidden Door. Rhodes may rival John Moxley in terms of percentage of matches which he bleeds. I did not see that. I did. That is funny. So then we had a Roosh squash where he fought a guy named Roosh. I think that's what it was. The guy's name was Roosh. Roosh something. I don't know. Anyway, Roosh beat his fucking ass into the ground.
Roosh versus Roosh. What?
The guy's name was Roosh, right? You had El Toro Blanco, right, which is Roosh. And then they had another guy that fought whose name was Roosh too.
Oh my gosh!
So, yes.
And how using that? And Roosh does a Hurricane Rana to Roosh, and then Roosh comes back and
if you look at these two side by side, it's not much difference in them. They really kind of looked alike. So it was like the fake Diesel. What it was like. It's like Diesel fighting fake Diesels.
Tony Khan probably saw about 8 of them after a line.
A spoiler alert. Roosh won. So
yeah, it's a good thing I put my money on that.
Yeah. It was a push. It was going to be a push regardless. So of course after the match, MJ or Roosh was beating the shit out of Roosh, or Rush or whatever they're calling, and MJF came down. We got a little bit of some bullshit between MJF and Roosh, and they will be fighting next week on Dynamite, I believe. Is it next
All right.
week?
I think so.
I don't remember.
Here's a very interesting question, and I've heard this come up, and I don't believe it because I don't. I mean, I know he's worth a lot of money, but I don't believe they're dumb enough to pay him that much. What do you guys think about the MJF rumor that he's being paid $15 million?
I did not see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's come up on a lot of different YouTube clips that I've been listening to. Conan was talking about it.
Who?
Conan.
Who?
Conan.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't believe it for a second. I know the kid is worth a lot of money because he is gold in everything he does. Even if he's stuck in a bad situation, he's still gold. But like now, if for some reason the kid got that much money because he's like, look, I'm carrying your company. Ratings are down because I'm not on it, that kind of stuff. All the more power to the kid because my gosh, MJF, like he's the only, like when he hasn't been on the show and he's been injured, like El Crapo, and when he's on the show, he's the only thing worth watching. Like, I see MJF segments, I see the clips of him, and I'm like, how is this kid, like, I don't know why he, like, and again, I get it if you don't want the superstructure of WWE. I get it. But you would be so much better used in WWE, and like he'd be far past, again, and I love Logan Paul to death. I love what he's doing, but he'd be so far past Logan Paul's heel status right now. He'd be the top heel in WWE if he was over there. But that's just me.
I mean, really, AEW's shows have not been you're right, they haven't been as good with MJF out. Basically, everything hit a halt once MJF and Adam Cole were both down and out.
Yeah.
I think Tony just panicked when Adam Cole was gone and then just didn't know where to go to finish that story or get to the next story.
Yeah, that was just dumb fucking luck.
Now the Undisputed Kingdom, which was supposed to be the big powerhouse faction, is just, I mean, they're trash.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on with them.
Undisputed.
We'll know soon because I'm sure the real number will come out pretty soon as to what MJF resigned for. I mean, it always usually does, but I think 15 million is a little excessive, especially considering that
how many years was his contract?
I can't remember. I meant to make a mental note of it. They were talking about it with Conan.
Yeah.
They talked about it, but I forgot to make a mental note of what they said. But but the rumor, like when I keep wanting to call her Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, when she signed, they were saying she was like 13 something million, and then when Okada signed, it was like 11 something million. So like, again, there's no way Tony. I mean, I know Tony Khan throws around stupid money, but there's no way you throw around that kind of stupid money for those three people.
She ain't worth 13 pesos.
To re-sign MJF and then to sign Okada and Mercedes and Ospreay and all this other, like. So again, it was a rumor, but yeah, I said, like I said, I don't believe that it's actually the real number. So, but anyway,
I'm looking right now. No numbers.
Yeah.
Zero numbers.
Well, like I said, it was something that was going around on the YouTube clips I was listening to. So again, but
yep, nothing.
Oh well.
Nada. All right. We got a Premier Athletes versus Samoa Joe and Hook with what's his name? Shibata holding the camera, recording the whole thing. And Hook did that little move where somebody jumps off the top rope and he just steps out of the way like Joe does. And they cut to Joe. They looked at each other like, just kind of shrugged it off. So, Cody. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So Shibata ended up the premier athletes got their ass handed to him, and Mark Sterling got choked out on the outside.
Did see that coming.
Yeah, from Shabang Bang. So
The premier athletes of the catering table.
what do you think of Hook and Joe together?
I don't know. Again, Joe just lost the AEW world title not long ago, and now he's basically thrown into a tag team. He went from a heel to a face tag team with Hook.
With Joe's injury history, and they put him in a tag team with a guy that's going to take most of the bumps, right? Most of the big bumps.
I understand it from that point of view.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
But
And Joe still is probably probably the only legitimate guy in that company that is fucking worth a damn.
Yeah.
Besides Jay Lethal.
Yep.
But the thing I'm not sold on with this thing is that, again, they keep trying stuff with Hook. When Hook first came there, like, send Hook, he was over. Now, again, with Tony Khan's booking, they don't get anybody over, they get everybody under. And, Hook, like, they tried that thing with Jericho. Anything with Jericho flops, but that's a whole nother discussion. They tried the thing with Jericho, and then he wasn't on television for a while. Then before that, what was the last thing he did before the Jericho thing? It was
Who are we talking about?
Hook.
Oh, he was doing the Jericho thing. Then he got into
What was he doing before Jericho?
Was it Ricky Starks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might I might have been.
I know he lost the FTW title to
Jack
someone.
Perry. It was Jack Perry. That was at Wembley last or before.
Oh yeah. That's what started all that
before
bullshit.
the CM Punk thing happened.
Yeah, that's right. But the thing that I'm thinking is, again, like, Hook would have been and could have been, again, another good young up and coming star, and they've
He's still very young though.
He's still young, but, like, I think this whole, first of all, again, the mentor protege thing would have worked better with Taz, even though Taz can't be in the ring, but because he's Taz's son. But, like, the Samoa Joe thing works because Samoa's a good fighter as well, so it can work. But I don't know. I just don't care about Hook anymore. Like, I'd rather see Samoa Joe walk away from people flying out of the ring than to see Hook. Like, I don't see where it gets Hook anymore.
I just don't think it's believable. And we're going to talk about this in the next match too, because we had Daniel Garcia and Nick Camarado or whatever his name is, or like I said, they shaved down Nick Camarado. He doesn't look like a Sasquatch anymore. But Hook grabbing the guy, it's like Ricky wrapping his arms around Scotty and trying to give him a belly to back. Right? It just honestly doesn't look believable. Right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I just
I probably couldn't even get my arms all the way around Scotty.
Well, Taz trying to sell the shit out of it too is just funny. Oh, he's gonna ready to kick the hips in. Get the fuck out of here.
Give me Hookhausen. Give me Hookhausen back.
Yes. Give me Hookhausen. Then we had a Chris Jericho learning tree segment. I'm over it. It was good for me for about 3 weeks. Now I'm fucking over it. They invited Private Party down. Right, Private Party came down. Jericho was teaching them how to climb the ropes, like Owen Hart taught him. So, which was pretty cool. And then as soon as he got to the top ropes, one of the Private Party knocked the shit out of him, and then they hit him with a swanton, and then hit him with I don't know, it was a 360 splash or whatever, and Jericho left laying in the ring in a big pile of Fozzy. So, then we had the Garcia versus Camarado. I don't know what they're doing. Camarado's got his manager that looks like a cowboy / televangelist. I don't know if you've seen this guy yet.
I have not.
I don't know if he's got a Bible or if it's his bookie book. Right? He's taking bets. I don't know, but it's fucking terrible. You know who Camarado needs?
Who?
Jonathan Cross. That's exactly who he needs. This guy is not flashy at all. He looks like J.R. Ewing. It's fucking terrible. Fucking
no,
terrible.
Honestly, here. Okay, again, going back to the Cornette stuff very quickly. The trios titles, I think, there was a great trios combination that they could have done, a 6-man combination they could have done. When they had Solo, Camarato, Agogo, like that.
I think they tried that.
Did they?
I think they did.
I don't
That was the factory, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was. You're right. It was the Nightmare Factory. And then, but bring them back. Put those 3 back together, and they literally could come out to the Gregorian chant. Solo, Camarato, Agogo. It'd be hysterical.
We got the joke the first 13 times, Scotty. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Anyways.
Anyway, Daniel Garcia beats Camarado pretty easily. He's got it. Camarado's got. He's the size of Brock Lesnar.
No, the Rock's wife has to beat everybody that she comes in contact with in AEW. I mean, that's part of the contract, right?
Say that again.
Danny Garcia, that's the Rock's wife, right? That's the Rock's ex-wife.
Jesus, Scotty.
Terrible.
Come on, where's Nikita call it off?
Terrible. Anyway, God damn it.
Hey, that's why you bring me in here for my humor, my very warped sense of humor.
That is it. That is it. Okay, so we got what do we got after that? Our main event, we had Will Ospreay defeated Ray Phoenix. So it was cool. Ray Phoenix got to come into the country, which was awesome. It's whether he'll be able to leave or not, that's another story. But he's actually here he's here for 30-day visa. Him and the Pac are on the same visa together. So
they must be.
They rode the same bus over. So Ray Phoenix loses here. Ospreay and Swerve had a great little conversation. They're buddies, right? They're talking about friends and being friends or whatever. And Swerve is shooting his promo saying, "You can't. You might be able to handle that belt, but you can't handle the world on your shoulders." And he is hitting Ospreay with this belt. He is hitting him. They're tagging belts. As he goes to turn away, Ospreay loops the belt, snatches it away, and holds on to it. And there's a great over the shoulder of Ospreay looking at both belts, and Swerve just kind of staring at him like livid, right? And he said, he gets both belts and he's puts one on one shoulder, one. The crowd is going absolutely. All 7 people are going fucking crazy at fucking Dynamite. All 7. Well, 8 because they did have an extra security guard. So Swerve told him, "You're lucky you're my friend. Otherwise, I'd fucking bury you." So anyway, that was Dynamite. It wasn't a bad show. It flowed really good.
Or AEW has a hell of a roster that could compete for that WWE Speed title. Just saying.
All of them.
Except for Jericho.
All of them.
Yeah.
We're going to get – we're probably not going to get into it yet because all the news hasn't come out yet, but Ricochet might not be going to AEW.
Ooh.
After everything that went down with Braun on Monday, there was a groundswell of keep Ricochet in WWE. So pretty awesome. So, but we don't know anything yet.
Well, let's hope if WWE does what they did right around WrestleMania time when it was, give Cody his title shot. If they hit Ricochet with an offer of, hey, here's what we're hearing from the fans. Here's what we're willing to offer you to stay and keep our fans happy. Let's see what happens.
I just don't know how WWE is such a big machine. And grass always looks greener on the other side, but I think if Ricochet, and maybe he's already talked to Daniel Bryanson and some of those guys that went over there, and maybe they're talking him into coming. Maybe they're saying, "Hey, this is where you need to be." I just don't think the grass is green on the other side. I really don't.
Never is.
The money's going to be better because they're going to offer him more money.
The money
And
is
the work
definitely
schedule.
Definitely a different. There's going to be weeks where we don't even see Ricochet.
Yeah.
See, now why can't we get like the same kind of groundswell for Ricochet or the same groundswell for Ricky Starks as we get for Ricochet? Where
Because Ricky Starks is not the level of Ricochet.
Yeah, he's not.
Not even close. Not even close. He's a great talker, decent wrestler.
He's better on the mic.
Yes.
He's better on the mic than Ricochet, but Ricochet in the ring is far better.
Oh yeah, much better. Yeah.
I mean,
Ricky Starks is an okay wrestler. He's not. I mean, he doesn't.
Not bad, but he's not on the same level.
There's nothing with Ricky Starks that screams, "I need." Ricky Starks goes to WWE. He's just another guy, right?
see, I
another
disagree. He goes to WWE. I think he can be on the next level, going up as a Dragunov and Braun Breaker and stuff like that. It may take
another guy that ends up with Theory and Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, I think what Ricky does best, and Rick's right. He's a great antagonist.
Yeah.
Right. That's what Waller is. That's what that. He's just a great antagonist. Is he ever going to carry a title in WWE? Possibly. He'll never carry a big title. He's a mid-card guy, at best a mid-card guy.
Where you put him in the tag team.
A lot of these guys stand out in AEW because it's fucking AEW, right? Right? They all there's certain guys that really stand out in AEW, and Ricky Starks is one of them. Who's another guy that stands out in AEW? Who's another guy that stands out in AEW that you think that will go over to WWE and just be another guy?
Just be another guy?
That's possible. Ricochet goes over. He's a star, right? Ricochet's a star because he's built to be a star, right? He's part of the WWE machine, so he's built to be that star. You see these guys that come over from WWE, they're built to be stars. They just are. They have the look. They know how to work the camera. They know they were taught well. Guys from AEW going to WWE, well, we saw Lexus King. We saw Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Saw Cody in the back on NXT with 3 of them.
Right. Yeah. Well, right, but Shawn Spears was a WWE guy first.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Right? And Shawn Spears, you put him on AEW, he's already bigger than 90% of the roster. And he's not a big dude. He's just big. He's just bigger than 90% of the children that play on AEW's sandbox. So, but I believe if Ricky Starks goes to WWE, I think he would do better if he went to NXT first.
Yeah,
and then went up. But he's
all of AEW. Like if they make the transition to WWE, they're starting in NXT first, unless you're Christian coming back, or Jericho, or Copeland, or the guys that came from WWE to begin with.
Yeah.
I just there's a lot of guys in AEW that are going to eventually go to WWE, and you're just going to find that they were just.
Even Swerve is world champion in AEW. He's a mid-card guy at best at WWE, I think.
Oh, yes. Actually, I don't even know that he's a mid-card guy.
WWE. I mean, and he was the only thing because he was freaking.
What belt? Any belts?
No, but he was with Flop Dollar.
Yes, he was with that group.
Yeah, well, I can't even remember what they were. But see, that's the thing. Like, okay. With Swerve, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, like with Swerve, I think like See, I think Swerve is top level. When I say a top level mid carder, like he could, like if you give him the opportunity and take him back to NXT, give him the run back up into the system. Like I could see him as U.S. champion or Intercontinental champion. Maybe not as a long term. Maybe like he's not going to do Gunther reign, but he could do 4-5 months champion kind of thing at a time. Take the belt off him, give him another somebody that can another way back up to the title again. Like he's got a lot of potential.
Who are we talking about?
Swerve.
Oh, yeah. No. No, if Swerve ever comes back, like Swerve's not
North American title.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't like again, you see him in AEW, and as I said, I'm not saying like the thing is AEW has done everything in their power to cut his nuts off as champion. So it's like you don't really know like if they were doing it right to see him as world champion, and if they had if the booking had been more solid, he could be the one to carry in AEW. Not saying that AEW is on the same level as WWE, but that's why I'm saying like he could be in WWE a top level mid carder. I think he could be one of those guys that, again, like I said, he's not going to have long runs, but he could have decent runs with the IC belt. And they said take it off of him after 3, 4, maybe 5 months at most. Give him another, take him back down to the bottom of the line and have him work his way back up to the belt again. I don't know. I think he's got something. I just, again, I'm not saying he's WWE world champion. No, never going to be that. But, and I think, again, and even here's the other thing, with Starks, going back to Starks for a sec, we don't know what he's capable of until he gets into a system that can teach him how to make it work properly. He's in AEW where they don't learn anything. They just do, they do whatever they want to do, and nobody gives. There's no
Structure.
There's no structure.
Yeah.
So give Ricky Starks some structure, and let's see where he can go. And let's, you say he, is a mid carder at best. Okay, let's find out. Let's see if he can go from mid card to top tier by just giving him a chance to train, put him in NXT for a good bit of time, train him, get him where he needs to be, bring him up to the main roster, and let's see what he can do. If he is only a foil for for the mid card, okay, a good if he's a good antagonizer for the mid card, fine. But I think there's more to Ricky than meets the eye. I think
Ricky Starks, or Chad Gable.
Gable.
I mean, I'm gonna go Gable, but again, I'm not saying
Ricky Starks or LA Knight.
LA.
Yeah.
Okay. Ricky Starks or Jey Uso.
Ricky.
I got to give it to Jey.
That's a tough one.
I got to give it to Jey still.
Yeah.
Jay's an established veteran.
He's established, but
even with the majority of his career in the tag team division, I still got to give it to Jey. Ricky's probably better on the mic, but
Ricky Starks or Owen.
Owen
Hardy.
Owen Hardy.
The 9-toed sloth.
Ricky Starks or Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Ricky Starks or Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
These are guys that are all, one of them holds the title right now, but a lot of these guys are like in line for titles. And then Ricky Starks is better than them.
With Sammy, again, I like Sammy a lot. I would put Ricky over Sammy right now.
Ricky, Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. Yes.
And Carmelo is as low as they go right now.
I'd put Ricky Starks over Lexus King.
Yes, there you go. He wins. He wins one. I was gonna say Baron Corbin.
Tozawa.
or
Yeah, Baron.
Tozawa. Obviously, no. I picked Tozawa.
Oh my gosh.
I picked Tozawa.
Hey. Again, I'll just say this, and then my final word. I just hope he gets an opportunity to come to WWE.
Ricky Starks or
and-
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
My point is, Ricky Starks is at best a mid-carder, and he's at the bottom of a fucking mid-card list. He just is. He just
I
is.
think I always call him Diet Maivia.
Yeah. Again, a great talker. He needs some size. I'd like to see him get some size on him. So
Let's get into this TNA pay-per-view.
let's get into it against all odds. Tonight, it's actually going on right now. We are 15 minutes into against on yes. We're getting some decent matches tonight. Not so
By
on the
way,
kickoff show, which is going on right now. You have Sami Callihan or Jonathan Gresham. I give Jonathan Gresham one thing. He's got a cool ass mask.
he got what?
He's got a cool ass mask.
Did you get your mask from Hagerstown?
It's not as cool as Jonathan Dela Cross, that's for sure. Definitely not as cool as Jonathan. So, who you got? Jonathan Gresham or Jonathan Dela Cross?
Say Jonathan Cross.
Yeah. Sami Callihan.
Give me Gresham.
Yeah, definitely.
I honestly thought we were gonna. I'm going Sami Callihan. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I really thought we were getting him in
You're gonna go with
NXT.
the Warthog? Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, he's the only guy that can smack the fuck out of Tessa Blanchard and get away with it. Okay. We have this another one on the countdown show. Knockouts World Tag Team Champion Alicia Edwards and Masha Slamovich. Best fucking woman's name in wrestling. Versus the Hex. I'm glad that this match is not on the main card for our fantasy because they flip these women's titles flip every pay-per-view.
It almost seems like their tag titles for the women are always on the pre-show.
No,
and they cut them.
the points Jason got screwed out of.
Yeah,
That was the last
fucking
time they were.
championship.
I think that was the last time they were on the actual.
No, the last pay-per-view, it was Masha and Keller Kelly.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah, so now
That was
she's
Turn.
with, and then they lost the fucking titles. They won them, they lost them, they win them, they lost them. Masha's got the titles right now. Alicia Edwards has the titles right now. This is their first defense. I'm going with them losing it. They're going to lose these fucking titles tonight.
I'll take Slamovich only because it's, like you said, it's the coolest woman's name out there.
It really is. She's
Hands down.
GCW legend so far. Who you got, Scotty?
I'll take Slamovich too. Again,
Slam a bitch. We have Frankie Kazarian versus I Believe in Joe Hendry. There we go. Ace Steel is in Joe Hendry's corner. We know how that worked out for CM Punk,
Yeah.
right? So,
I believe.
Joe
I'm
Hendry,
picking Joe Hendry.
probably the hottest guy in TNA in a lot of ways. Hey, Pride Month. So I'm going with Joe Hendry.
Me too. I believe.
Yep, I believe as well. I even picked him for fantasy league. I was like, yeah, I'm taking Joe.
Look at you. All right, we got Josh Alexander and Eric Young versus ABC. These guys, ABC has been showing a lot of cracks in their team. Chris Bay and can't remember the other guy's name.
Zachary Wentz or no Ace Austin.
Ace Austin, yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the next one.
Ace Austin. Ace Austin is the Gambit of TNA. That's actually how I look at him. He's the Gambit of TNA. And I really like Ace Austin, but these guys have showed some cracks here lately. I think they're on the way out as a tag team. It sucks because they're actually a pretty good tag team. Who you got in this, Scotty?
I took What was the other?
Josh Alexander, Eric Young.
Josh, that's what I was trying. Josh Alexander, I took them.
Same.
Really, can you very quickly? Can you elaborate? Like, are you saying that that the guy you call it the Gambit of TNA, does he just not get enough love, enough respect? Like, what?
Well, that's what it is. He's got First, he got dreamy eyes. Right, he's got dreamy eyes. He carries a card around with him, like he carries like an ace, and he carries a bow staff, bro.
This
Gambit is still alive.
This
Gambit is still alive.
Spoiler alert!
He's my favorite X-Men. Crush my fucking heart. Crush my heart. Didn't give a shit when Magneto died. Didn't care. Season 2, spoiler alert, Gambit's coming back. Okay. Because why, Scotty? Because comics.
Yeah, because comics.
Because comics. We have Mike Santana, a big swole ass Mike Santana, and Steve Macklin versus the Rascals. I went with the Rascals have been around a long time. Mike Santana just showed up here not too long ago. I can't imagine. Yeah. I don't think him or Macklin get along. But I can't imagine. I can't imagine that Macklin and Santana's gonna. Maybe Ortiz shows up and kicks her ass. I don't fucking know.
Hits him with a bar.
Give me your heart, make it real. I just picked Mike Santana.
I think I took Santana and
Steve Macklin.
Macklin as well, yeah.
See, I looked at it and I was like, okay, I didn't know Mike Santana because I wasn't thinking because that's Santana.
Deonna Purrazzo's husband, by the way.
Interesting. I wasn't thinking because that's Santana and Ortiz, if I remember right.
It was Santana Ortiz, and then they fell out.
Yeah, they fell out big time.
Yeah, they fell out.
No, so I was like, I didn't even think about that connection, but I ended up picking the Rascals on my card. I was like, they're a name I know, so I was like, I think they'll probably go over, but
not a bad team to pick because they are a veteran team.
Yeah,
so not a bad team to pick. And I believe we're gonna get one of the Rascals. Hence, what's one of the Rascals?
Zachary Wentz.
Zachary Wentz used to be in NXT for a very, very short time.
Isn't he one of the guys that got kicked out for racial slurs or something?
I don't know if it was some kind of tweet or something.
I thought he was the one that beat his girlfriend or something like that.
That was Rich Swann.
Oh, all right.
And he was cleared of those charges. They weren't real. That was fake.
Gotcha.
But by that point, did not matter because that fucking 410, 310, or 210 title, whatever that was, 405. What was that? 695.
205 live.
Yeah, the Digital Media Championship title.
It's now the Speed title.
Right, it's now the Speed title. All right, we have PCO versus Rich Swann with Scotty's boy AJ Francis. This is Rich Homie Swann.
Yeah.
Scotty's already chewing his lip.
I picked PCO because PCO never loses.
Exactly.
Same. And I want to see PCO do a dive on freaking old Flop Dollar and show him how to do it right.
Well, they're doing an angle right now. His girlfriend has accused him of being a racist anti-Semite. Oh.
What?
Now, wait a minute. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about Rich Homie Swann?
No. Probably Wentz.
Wentz? Oh, a racist anti-Semite.
He's dating Gigi Dolan, I think.
If he's lucky.
Yeah, he's fucking lucky.
If he's lucky. Rollkeeper, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Good to see you in the chat, man. Yeah, I went with PCO. I love PCO. I always love PCO. He's 60 years old, fucking still doing it, bro. Doing fucking top rope fucking dives and shit.
And looks better than Jericho doing it.
It was. Rollkeeper's right. It was before Gigi.
Before Gigi, yeah.
Yeah, it was way before Gigi. That's been, 3-4 years now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, since the 205 title was that whole.
It's been longer than that, I think.
It's been a while. A while, but he was cleared of those charges. So, working on getting Rich Homie Swann on the podcast.
Hey, there you go.
He's a local boy, you know.
Yep.
I did not know that, actually.
He's from B-More. Actually, he's been back here recently. Anyway, next match we got Mustafa Ali versus Trent. I am too heavy for my shorts. 7. I'm hoping by the time this pay-per-view starts I haven't seen Trent in a long time. It's been a while. So I'm hoping that he has lost a couple of LBs because he is too thick for those pants of his. So, I do like a chubby Trent 7. I ain't gonna lie. But I went with Mustafa Ali here.
Same. I mean, I don't, because he's had this belt for only a couple of months now, right? Because they just
3 since he got here, I think.
yeah. So I don't.
Yeah, I don't think he's losing it yet.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take it off him. So most of
We
his.
know what the X Division titles meaning is anyway.
It's like extreme. It's their extreme title. I don't fucking know either.
Hardcore.
Kind of, yeah. Like it's basically you do anything and everything to get the belt. So anything from hardcore rules to climbing scaffolds to.
I do like the X thing when they put him up in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And they got to climb. Yeah.
Wire and it's their basically it's their hard version of a hardcore title. So
Gotcha.
Here I'm gonna call this. This is gonna be match of the night. TNA World Tag Team Championships. The System. Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers versus Nick Nemeth and Ryan Nemeth. The Nemeth boys are together. The Ohio boys are together, and they're going to win these titles.
New tag team champions. Yep.
I fucking hope
I'm
so.
taking the Nemeths.
yeah, no, they're gonna put the Ziggler boys over. I guarantee.
Will this be the first belt that Ryan Nemeth has ever won? Besides the one he bought from Target to hold his pants up?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Roll Keeper says the Ultimate X thing is cool. It is absolutely cool. That's probably the best one. I think that if you're going to do this this X division, I think they got to do that. It's either got to be on an X or on a pole. I don't give a fuck how they do it, but that's how they need to do it. Every match needs to be like that. Title on a pole match. So, all right, we're in agreement. The Nemeth boys go over.
Yeah, well, I mean, like that's like latter era WCW where anything could be on a pole, including freaking what's his name?
Buff Bagwell's mom.
Buff Bagwell's mother.
Yeah, wasn't Buff Bagwell's mom on a pole? I mean, I know she had to do what she had to do to make ends meet, but I mean, in wrestling, she had to be on a pole. So. We have an open challenge for the Knockouts World Championship. Jordan Grace.
I think it's going to be Tatum Paxley.
You think it's going to be Tatum Paxley?
I do.
Who do you think, Scotty?
It's either her or Ashby who gives a rat's ass.
Ashby Excellence?
Yeah.
I'm going to call right now.
Or Roxanne Perez.
Natty.
You think Natalia?
Yeah, who else would – who's a good hand?
I can see that. That's true.
Yeah.
And
I'd love to see Natty do that.
Didn't her contract come up? So
she's not in contract yet. They're still as of today. They were still negotiating.
No compete.
But that's not that's not.
Well, Chad Gable's at a per appearance.
Yeah, that's
know,
what.
So
she could technically still work under per appearance contract and go to TNA and work, the match, work one match like that. So
yeah. Again, Chad Gable not under contract, still working. Drew McIntyre wasn't under contract, still working. If they're in good faith contract negotiations, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? We need something. Is Tatum Paxley gonna pop this fucking TNA crowd?
No.
Nah.
Roxanne Perez could.
They just did that in NXT.
But there would be no point in her coming over. She's a heel anyway.
What's she gonna do? She's gonna lose at TNA? Fuck no. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna let their champion go to another brand and lose, whether it's for a title or for not a title. If she shows up, that belt changes hands. Because they're not letting Roxy lose lose. They're just not gonna let their champions lose. But it said Tatum Paxley over there, or Saul Ruka, or whoever. Maybe send the Rock's daughter over there.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
You haven't heard Saul Ruka?
She was in that ladder match
It's that ladder match.
Huh?
that nobody got right on
Yeah.
NXT.
She, if you've never seen, go
That's a hell
Google
of
Saul
a,
Ruka.
like a RKO.
That
50.
girl, yes, that girl can go.
Yeah.
That
She's
girl
gonna-
can go.
He's going to have the Randy Orton back injury in about 5 years.
Oh,
that.
oh.
if that, be before that. So
Yeah.
open challenge. I picked. I don't care who they send in there. I'm
Jordan Grace all the way.
Yeah, same.
we got the main event, Broken Rules match. Moose versus Matt Hardy.
Yes.
Yes.
Delete.
Spoiler alert:
Delete.
his brother's
Delete.
going to show up.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
all over the internet today. His brother's going to show up. Who
Hopefully
gives a
he's sober.
shit?
Hopefully
Who gives
so.
a fucking shit? My favorite Hardy's Brian.
Yeah.
You don't care about any of these other Hardys
All
anymore.
day,
No,
every day.
no.
It's Lacey. You're right. You're right. It's Lacey. It's Lacey.
Lacey is
my
our-
favorite Hardy.
And then
Brian's a close fifth, though.
I thought he was close 12 because there's like 12 of them in that.
There's only 11, so he probably would be 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't think anybody gives a shit about the Hardy Boys anymore. And supposedly Jeff wants, or not Jeff, but Matt wants to go back to WWE because he wants to work with the Wyatt family thing. Yeah, I guess you do, Matt. I guess you want to be with the hottest angle getting ready to start on Monday.
Monday. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait for that.
Go ahead, Jericho Jr. What you just latch yourself on or whatever?
Yeah.
Jerk off. God damn.
You should have Jericho and Matt Hardy showed up on
Oh
Raw
my!
during that.
And they were both. One of them was. Well, okay. Jericho would be Huskus. Yeah, right. Fat Jericho. He would be Huskus. Who would Jeff Hardy be?
Matt Hardy.
Or Matt Hardy?
Matt Hardy.
He'd be. What's
He'd
the
be,
witch's name?
That's Sister Abigail, the witch.
He'd be Broken Sister Abigail.
Yeah. Broken Beatrice Arthur.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, the main card starts in 3 minutes. So if you didn't get your fantasy, you're screwed. If you didn't get your fantasies in, man.
Give me Moose.
Yeah.
Taking Moose.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Moose.
Moose. I'm taking Moose also. Eventually, Moose has got to lose, though.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Not against Jeff Hardy. I mean, wouldn't it be? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because TNA does some dumb shit sometimes. They really do some dumb shit sometimes.
Didn't they when he was Broken Matt Hardy originally, didn't they put the belt on him as like world champion?
I wasn't watching it. I did watch that angle where they did the Hardy compound and
I think if they did that.
his kid did the fucking swanton off the top rope or whatever.
They did that on AEW as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did watch that.
Thing.
I didn't watch it on. I did watch it on AEW. I did. That was fucking terrible. And the drone, fuck that.
Yeah, the drone was
What
stupid.
was the guy that works the groundskeeper? What was his name? There was a bunch of characters in that whole fucking Hardy compound bullshit.
The only other character other than Matt and Jeff is old Rebby. Yeah.
Who was he in that? Who was he in that with though? Lashley?
I can't remember.
I don't. It sounds familiar. It sounds like it might
I
have
want to say it was Lashley before he went over.
been- yeah before
Before he
he
came back. I don't know.
yeah.
Terrible. All right, well, that's it for TNA. We have one more Clash at the Castle tomorrow, 2 p.m. Gonna be a banger. I'm gonna be able to watch most of this. I'm gonna watch the first 2 hours. I gotta cut out and go set up for a birthday party. But yes, Clash at the Castle 2 a.m. in Scotland.
Only 5 matches though.
That's it. Well, I mean, it's WWE. It ain't
Yep.
AEW.
True.
It ain't AEW. They don't be trying to fuck us up and keep us up all night.
If
Yeah,
it were
but the middle of the day, they can start at 2 and end at 7.
God, please
I'd
no.
fall asleep.
No.
I'd still
Yeah,
fall
I don't
asleep.
even want that long.
I'd still
Please,
fall
4
asleep.
hours is plenty enough.
Look, WWE does it right. They don't do 37 matches. They do 5. They give them the time they need. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Right? It's perfect. They don't say, hey, well, I mean, Sean Spears is back there standing eating cheese puffs. Maybe
Catering
we'll throw him
table
into a match.
plastic. Let's
Yeah.
put a battle royal together for the 40 people surrounding it.
God, who's left? Who's back there? I don't know. Ace Steel, you want to go do something?
Reggie, Tozawa.
You're
Hey,
Reggie.
you want to go bite a forearm somewhere? Like,
Yeah. I think he bit a dog. Didn't he
I
bite
think it
the
was,
dog?
I think it was a no. It was,
no, he bit Omega's forearm,
yeah, it
or
was Omega. He
bite-
bit.
Trying to bite the dog because
No, the
Omega was
dog
trying to
CM
save the
Punk's
dog.
dog. I thought
huh?
it was CM Punk's dog.
Yeah, it's CM Punk's dog. Why would he bite the dog?
Is he a service dog?
I don't know.
What the fuck was he there for?
Some
Who
people
buys a
love
dog a plane ticket? I don't know.
Maybe that dog was
Some
leaving
people-
logs in the Young Bucks bags.
Oh, that's for sure.
They were
That's
doing a
for sure.
Mr. Perfect.
some people love their animals more than they love other human beings, which I mean, I can understand that.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into it. Cash to the clash. Clash.
At the castle, not
Let
cat.
me get another drink. I need another.
His daddy sodas are kicking in.
They've been kicked in. Clash at the castle, or I like to say, let's try to keep all the Scottish people down.
Oh, jeez.
We have
Pretty
the women's championship. Bailey, the WWE Women's Championship. Bailey, the champion, versus Piper Niven. I think Piper goes over here.
I'm on the
I
fence.
can't even
with
say
this
that
match.
with a straight face, man.
Yeah,
There's no
I
way.
am on the fence with this.
Really?
Somewhat, yes. I still think I think Bailey's going to retain, but I think Piper's going to take her to the limit.
Well, I mean, yes, probably.
I mean, what you got to do is pull a Nia Jax sit down
see,
and
I
Gosh.
almost picked Piper until I remembered that Nia's on SmackDown now, and she won the Queen of the Ring, so she's going to be the one that's probably taking the title off Bailey.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Bailey.
Yeah,
Scotty?
Bailey all the way from me. There's no way they're gonna give this belt to Piper, and it better not be. I can't even remember the last time I've seen Piper wrestle other than like a Royal Rumble or something like that. So I'm hoping she doesn't pull Nia Jax stunts and squash Bailey into oblivion.
Scotty, they're going to have your dream match at SummerSlam for the WWE Women's Championship. It's going to be Doudrop versus Nia in a sumo match.
And still your TNA Knockouts champion, Masha Slamovich and
Hey!
Lisa
Hey!
Andrews.
Gotcha.
Somebody put shocked. Me too, because they do like to swoopy swap those titles a good bit. So anyway. I'm definitely going with Bailey. That crowd is going to be hyped for Bailey. They're going to be chanting. They're going to be just like they were at Mania and every other foreign event. They're going to be singing for Bailey's praises. She looked good today. I saw her at the press conference. Her hair was purple. She looked good. Bailey looked good.
I like me some Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey's good.
Bailey just gets better with age. Like she just keeps getting better and better and looking better and better. So
Easy, Scotty. Easy. Are your pants off again?
Rounder.
Yeah, her ass is getting rounder. She got any kids? She got some childbearing hips.
Not that I'm aware of, but
I don't
Yeah.
I don't even know if she's dating anybody at this point. I can't remember.
she
Oh, let
ain't
me text-
dating me, and that's a damn shame.
Let me tweet at her. Bailey. Anyway, Intercontinental Championship,
I'm the
Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. This is the match that I'm totally on the fence about. I know that they are going to re-sign Chad Gable. I am praying that they take this title off of Sami and give it to Chad. I haven't done my picks yet. I'm on the fence.
I know one thing. Otis is going to be the deciding factor one way or another, whether he costs Gable or Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence. I think
think-
I took Gable in this one.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an accidental costing for Sami. I think what they do is like Chad is trying to get Otis to interfere. Otis won't interfere. They start doing something like Otis starts getting in, or Gable starts getting in Otis's face. They
Slaps
look.
him.
Yeah, they look like they either come to some kind of blows or look like they're going to come to some kind of blows. And as Otis is about to do something, accidentally he clocks Sammy, whether it's like a belt shot or something like that.
Breaking news, as per Scotty, there was someone who would come to get blown in this match.
I mean, in every match, somebody's getting blown. I mean, it's just that's a wrestling thing. But no, like
that's a porn thing, bro.
No.
Anyway,
Don't remember that in training.
I think it's gonna be.
That's when you were face down and knocked out.
That's for sure. That is for sure, bro.
I think Sammy is going to be an accidental interference, and then Otis is going to get pissed, and it's going to turn Otis on Gable, and then they're going to go at it. And I think that's probably going to be the first feud they're going to have for the Gable's IC title.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Who did you pick, Rick?
I'm going with Gable for now.
All right. WWE Women's Tag Team Championship triple threat.
We can just go ahead and just say Bianca and Jade are not losing these.
Nope.
Next.
Yeah. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill versus Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Yeah, we don't have to spend too much time on this because they're not taking these titles off these girls yet.
Nah.
Nope.
Nah.
No, Prince, no. So, match number 4, WWE Championship match. I Quit match. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. Again, this is another one I'm on the fence about.
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to pick Cody because that's going to be the chalk pick. But honestly,
it wouldn't hurt my feelings to see Styles with the WWE title again. Always been a big fan of Styles, but I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, remember they did an angle a while back where I can't remember who it was, but there was an I Quit match, and then somebody said on the microphone, "I quit." Who was that? But it wasn't like either one of the wrestlers. It was somebody said it from somewhere else, and they cost them the match.
That was Mick Foley and The Rock for
That's okay.
years ago. Was it Halftime Heat?
No, that was Royal Rumble. That's the.
Oh yeah, you're right.
15 unprotected chair shots when Mick's hands were handcuffed.
That's right. Yeah, it was from his Raw promo like a couple weeks earlier of him saying he was going to make The Rock scream, I quit. And then The Rock or Vince had played it because he was corporate Rock.
Yep.
Brian Hardy sending me pictures of his underwear.
And also called him a Jew.
Not while we're on stream, Brian.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
Never mind, my bad.
Jeez. You anti-Semite. All right. I'm probably going to go with Cody here, but I wouldn't feel so bad if AJ won this title.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Cody, but it could be interesting to see AJ. But do we really want Cody to have to do another run to get the title back before Roman comes back?
Roman's not facing Cody when he comes back. It's going to be The Rock.
Yeah, well, that's over for right now. That's over for right now.
Yeah,
that's
his elbow
right now. But they're going to do another. So it's like there's going to be some kind of lead up to Rock Roman, but it's going to involve Cody retaining the belt over Roman, which then leads to Rock Roman finally just saying, F you, and turning on each other and then having their epic contest at Mania next year. So,
I don't know. Yeah, I could see that. I could see I could see Roman coming back and wanting his rematch, but ultimately losing to Cody, and then that's where Solo and Tama Tonga and Tongaloa and the rest of that side of the tree decides to turn on Roman.
Hecalo, who's coming.
Yeah.
Who they just signed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I did see that.
They changed his name. They changed his name. They're gonna have a name change for him, but Heclo is done with New Japan.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah, that he's
Heclo.
coming. But yeah, no, I think
A lot of Samoans in the pipeline right now.
yeah.
Okay,
And
right.
where's Jacob? I want to see Jacob show up. But
They're trying to make sure that all his legal shit is taken
Legal
care of.
yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, he's definitely not traveling.
Freaking this is like I know he's probably still under Vince's contract, but what's their what was Vince's his lawyer?
The one who retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember right off the top of my
Anyway, yeah, they need to get him to kind of like go into court and get some of these guys' records expunged. Like
head. Good luck. Devitt? Jerry McDevitt?
McDivitt.
McDivitt.
That
Jerry McDevitt.
close enough. Yeah, McDevitt.
Well, I mean, that was the money that he cost. He was McDivitt for sure. World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. This match could go either way. I think the crowd over there would go absolutely crazy if Drew wins it, but he will not win it because CM Punk is going to cause him to lose his fucking match.
Exactly.
We haven't seen CM Punk in a month, right? At least a month. There's a reason for that.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Somebody else is going across the country, across the world to call somebody a world title. And it's going to be Punk this time.
But like I will say, the crowd reaction to that is going to be like and here's the thing, because he's a hometown boy, Drew McIntyre's a hometown boy over there. They will boo Punk out of the build. I mean, the crowd reaction. Well,
McIntyre told him on his promo, I think it was, that it would not be the place for him to show up and interfere.
No,
Because
they
those
might
people will
he might
fucking
not
kill
make
him.
it out of Ireland.
Yeah, he might not, like, they will chase him to the airport.
They will
but-
bagpipe the shit out of him.
Uh,
So,
yeah, jump
Anyway,
out
there-
of a van and throw a kilt over his head instead of a sack.
I'm gonna stay with Damian Priest on this one.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm calling Damien
Yeah.
because it's. But so now here's the next question: how much longer? I mean, again, I like the milk that they're doing on Priest and Punk, but like I know Punk has said that he's close to being ready to come back. Like, yeah, they just got to go through some more medical stuff and then he's cleared. That's the last written interview I remember seeing. But do they milk this all the way to SummerSlam?
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, again, I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it. I just, it's not the WWE I'm used to, because they're not like Vince's milking always was like, he would milk stuff, but in the wrong way. He'd let stuff sit too long. But it was always
I wasn't going to do it.
he'd let stuff sit too long on television. But he always rushed angles and stuff like that, and like, has to be done now, has to be like, the fact that they're milking so many different stories for so long, which, like I said, I don't have a problem with. I like it because it really continues to build anticipation for those matches we want to see later on. But it's a different WWE, which is a good thing. But it's so interesting to me to see how long they can milk something and keep the interest in it, So, but we'll see. And Jason is doing something really horrible right now, I can tell.
I know. I'm looking. I was looking for updates on the on TNA.
Oh,
Yeah, they're in the middle of the Rascals match right now. So
nice.
anyway, thank you guys so much. Make sure a lot of our videos get watched after the fact. We don't get a ton of live viewers, 5, 6, 7, 8 here and there. Right? We've picked up a bunch of new viewers here this evening. So thank you so much. Appreciate that. Make sure you go like and subscribe. If you just come across this, make sure you ring the bell. Every time you see us on here, just give us a thumbs up. That gets you in now, gets us in people's algorithm, helps us grow, helps us get better, bigger. We're also on Instagram. Our Instagram is doing really well right now. We're on Facebook.
What?
If you want to listen to us on podcasts, we're on iTunes.
What?
We are on Spotify.
Yeah.
What?
We are on Google Play.
What?
No.
No, because Scotty fucking ruined it.
Damn. Wrong button.
Way too loud.
There you go.
My bad. Anyway. Yes, and we thank you guys so much. Enjoy your wrestling tonight. Go watch a pay-per-view. It's $9, like $10. Can't beat it, right? When you're already $8 in, right? Because the best 2 matches have already gone. So the rest of the shit you can sleep through and watch a replay tomorrow. Cash at the castle. Cash at the castle. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Early work. I love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Love watching pay-per-views in the daylight because it leaves you with the rest of the evening to do
To
whatever
fall
else you want to
asleep.
do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do whatever you want to do. So, anyway, thank you guys so much, Ricky, Scotty. Appreciate it. No Austin this week. Austin's going to be taking some time off here because we're overworking him. I think that's what it is. Yep, we're overworking him. So he's got some stuff going on, but he'll be back, right? He'll be back. Who'll be back first, Wyatt or Austin?
Probably Austin.
Gotcha. Okay. No worries. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
On the hard way.
Conan.
No one has any fucking gum to spit?
All out.